On 1st and 10, here is Dart. And he'll slide to a halt after picking up about 6.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. 3rd down. Way to go. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He's got the 1st down and more than that. And he's into the end zone. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, New York. His first touchdown of the new campaign. Jason Sanders on for the point after. He's got it. And the Giants will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. Whoa! And he's brought down right to the 25-yard line. First carry here for Kyron Williams. He'll work forward for a couple. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play.
Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
They'll go again here with Williams. And he's up past the 35. Got a 1st down. Putting down at the 37.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow, so that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there, and more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man. Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll get this one complete. 35. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down. On the carry, it's Williams. He'll work his way forward for the 3 yards. Tyler Newman is there for the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6.
Ready? Pat the 60. Pat the 60. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred. There's an old saying in golf, Mike, that when you're on the green, never up, never in. In this case, the ball's on target, It just didn't have enough steam to get there. It winds up no good.
And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Tackle made by Nate Landman.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Out of the shotgun. It's Dart. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by him, there is a lot of space open.
And he will go all the way. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Giants. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively. Because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
That's fielded just shy of the goal line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Williams, 1st down, and he's not done. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
They get 18 on that one. Good for a Rams 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
It's another run here for Williams. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Now a deep ball looking for Brown. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Trying to get that one to Noah Brown. And it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. Able to get loose after the catch for more yardage. That'll be a pickup of 21. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, LA.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Here's Dart on 1st and 10. That one incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
On 2nd down, Dart. Open man downfield. That's Neighbors. And he will score. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York.
Jason Sanders.
And make it 3 in the first. He has thrown 3 first-quarter touchdowns. An incredible start to this one.
It really is incredible, Mike, and I'm not sure really what word there is better to describe it. This is just truly a special performance we're seeing today. And I'll tell you what, I'm excited what the next 3 quarters have in store.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Yeah, really with I should probably start a head, boy, because I got other heads, boy.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Forced to his right. Off he goes. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now, Rams in control of the football. They've got it 2nd down and 6 to begin.
Let's go.
Back to throw. That one separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
They'll throw out of the gun. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23.
First down.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. 18 yards, and a great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
He'll tuck it and take off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Dart going to throw here on second down. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They get 14 on that hookup. That's good for a Giants first down. Now it's Tracy looking to run, and that'll be a pickup of 3. From the 41, here's second down and 6.
Here we go. 60 by 6.
Slayton is the man in motion. On the play fake, here's Dart. Look wide, get this one complete. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
And it's third down.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. He's got his tight end. That's Johnson. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Here's first and 10. Here's Dart. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing again, Dart. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Dart gonna throw it again. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take this one in. Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, New York. He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in this first half. Greg, he might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, Mike, this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime yet. He finds himself on record pace. I can't wait to see what he does the rest of this game.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Brian Burns. He had a sack in the opener last week. He's got another one here.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and now it's going to bring up third and real long.
What can they do here? This is third and forever. He'll look to throw. Unloads downfield, looking for Nakua. Looking down the field, but that falls incomplete.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative, playing for the 4th down punt. Up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here is Dart. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down. On the ground, here's Tracy. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 1st and 10.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, New York.
Out of shotgun, it's Dart. And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. And he's in. What a drive.
New York.
Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants.
Jason Sanders for the
His
extra
2nd
point.
catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns.
His kick is good. Makes the score Giants 34, Rams 7. Jason Sanders set to kick
Halftime
off.
coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. Here comes a return from the 3. Now a hit, and he lost the football. But he'll gather it back in. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. A return now from the 4. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll begin with a zone read. And this is going to be a Rams 1st down as the tackle is made at about the 43-yard line.
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense, and if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
Abdul Carter on the stop. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Let's go now.
At the 50-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Williams. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And he will score. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Rams. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
A quick throw here on the RPO. It's caught by Johnson.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming. They end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. We'll swing this out wide to Tracy. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down. They get 15 on that game. First half, Giants.
New York.
The throw is Dart. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Kinton. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
Intercepted. The Rams take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now it's Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Kyren Williams, the intended receiver there. Now it's going to be third down.
Here we go, set go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
He'll drop to throw. Here's a screen set up to Williams. He's into space past the 25. Screen works to perfection. Give him 18 yards and move the chains. First down.
And the Rams first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On the ground, this is Williams. Williams hit, and he loses the football.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out. What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Throw, left side, that's Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds up at the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Throwing is Dart. And he'll slide to a halt after picking up about 6.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
To the air on second down. Dart. He's got his big target. That's Johnson. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, New York. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry, what an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
They're trying to pin him deep. Now a hit, and he lost the football. You talk about everything going wrong. A big deficit. All you want is the ball and a chance to get back in the game, and now, Greg, they hand the ball right back to him on this kickoff fumble.
Mike, you know the saying, when it rains, it pours, and right now it is pouring on this team. They just can't get out of their own way. They lose a fumble here on the kickoff just to make matters worse. This has just been a complete disaster all around for this unit.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. On 2nd down, Dart. Pass pulled in by Tracy. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
On 3rd down, here is Dart. He's done his man, complete to Johnson. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
Warriors 70. Here we go. Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal.
Let's go now.
Dart. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Tracy will take this in for a Giants touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
And this has to feel good for this team, Greg. After losing week 1, to continue to add to the lead here in the 4th quarter and get themselves likely back to 500.
Yeah, just a really nice bounce-back performance. After talking to them, they felt really disappointed in their week 1 performance. They felt like they got off to a slow start, Mike. So now here in week 2, bounce back, deal with a little adversity early in the season. I think this is going to bode well as the rest of this year plays on.
This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick 1st down.
With wide receivers, I think we spend so much time like talking about their speed and their route running, and of course that's critical, but the ability to not only catch the ball, but to concentrate on the bad throws. We used to have a saying,
that's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Javon Howell. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. On the give, it's Tracy. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On 3rd down, they'll run with Tracy. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. Fourth down, straight ahead.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on fourth down, Mike, based on what they do on third down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that fourth down more manageable. I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The drive begins with a run by Williams. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. It just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up the first down.
That's hard! And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of
It'll be
28
first
yards.
and goal. That's a gain of 28.
Rams, first down. First down and goal to go.
Set up. Set up.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs.
This one is pulled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Touchdown, Los Angeles. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. No problem there on the extra point, and the Rams will get just a bit closer.
Rams, 21.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Austin now to return this. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
On the play fake, here's Dart. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 32 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Here we go. Set.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson.
Even though that interception, it probably won't have much of an impact on the outcome of the game, but at least defensively it gives them something positive to build off of, because up until that point, this game's been a struggle.
Ready.
Now Bennett. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. Look at that, slinging across his body and connected. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond.
Kyren Williams! No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be first and goal. They've got it at the 3.
63 yards, the game
From their
play.
own territory. What a play on fourth down. It covers 63 yards.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Throwing, Bennett. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. And a little closer. Here's second and goal. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. The PAT is up and good. And the Rams are able to edge a bit closer. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Austin now to return this. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Giants take over first and 10. At their own
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. That's the safety, Cameron Curl. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
The Rams take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First down, it is Williams. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in this one.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
At this point in the game, you find yourself trailing by this amount. It just feels like, why not, right? Just continue to test this defense, see if you can get something going in the downfield passing game. And nice job by the secondary, understanding what's coming, understanding the offense. They really have nothing to lose.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Remember, he had the touchdown catch from last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
That's good for the Rams. First down.
Throwing is Bennett. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
So it's a win for the Men in Blue. The